morning, Soul Family. I'm doing our reading tonight. I asked the universe a question just now. Did he marry? Did he really get married? And this song started to play. Closing the goddamn door, no. Talks about, they said, wasn't that a beautiful wedding? Beautiful wedding. And someone said to the waiter, yeah, too bad the groom's bride is a whore. And he said, haven't you people ever heard of closing the goddamn door? Meaning shut the door on the past or whatever it meant, right? They were talking about his bride. And interesting, because I had dreams and I watched that there was a wedding that was supposed to take place, and I heard, I don't want to marry her, I don't love her. But now when I asked that question, did he really marry her? Or did he really get married? That song started to play. Now I know that there's an actual different meaning to this song, but this talks about somebody did get married, and then he says, well, technically our marriage is saved. Let's, throw a toast to champagne. So it's like, marriage is done. We got married, but we're done because she cheated. And I had a dream 3.5 years ago of a man. Actually, I had it 4 years ago, to be God's honest truth, of a man who got married. He said there was a man who was in the habit of marrying people. And he got married. It didn't work out. So he took off. When he came back, he married another girl. So that was my question. So I just find that ironic. Isn't it ironic? Think about that. Maybe that's another answer. Let's just choose. We're going to choose from 4. We have Archangel Michael, who has presented to his father the dragon's head. I always feel that this is us taming our dragon, however, and we come before the father. The father said you need to bow. Not because he wants to beat you, because he wants to knight you. He's honoring you. This is he holds this special, because I see this as Archangel Michael, right? But I also think about that as my spiritual twin. And this is the wand that I made for him. This is his scepter. And it's made of muscovite mica. And it's the osprey. This is his beak. And there's the eyes. And these are red hawk feathers, which are mine, right? I'm the red hawk. His crown is made of apatite, yellow and green apatite, and it's a natural wand, so that's where I set it. I give it to him with Michael. And here we are. This is Min Bastet, the cat goddess, with the Columbus sword. That's me. And here's my spiritual twin, Anubis, god of lost souls, and he stands on all cards on the table, all showing hearts. And here we have Archangel Uriel, who shines the light, and he's coming and he's delivering wishes with the assistance of this little fairy that's holding on to this heart. So these are our items that we get to choose from. I'm going to put you guys down this way. I'm doing it tonight because I can, and because I love doing these readings. It's fun for me, right? And this way I can get up tomorrow. I don't know, I just feel like I'm supposed to do it tonight. Sometimes I just get a hit on things and I run with it. I run with it. So what was the other message that I said? There was that song, because that was my question. Did he really marry her? So maybe he did, but he didn't want to, and he took off. Or what was the other one? I said something. Oh, let me think, because I was going to look up another song. That's frustrating to me. While I'm thinking, I'll figure out what decks we're working with. Apparently we're working with, one of them is going to be the Shapeshifters. You know what? Let's work. Oops. Sorry, guys. Sorry. I knocked you on your head. So, did he marry her? There was a man who ran off, was in the habit of marrying women, which this person that I'm thinking about was absolutely not in the habit, but I guess it was just kind of like, feels like that, right? You marry one, then you come back, you marry another. So, was in the habit of marrying women, married her, it didn't work out, he took off, and that's how they showed it to me. It didn't work out, he took off, and when he came back, he married another. And then I had another song that I was gonna go to. That's frustrating. Why can't I remember? I'm looking at the spread here. 10 is a gateway. Number 10 is an ending, right? Walk through the gate. Jack of Hearts and the Queen and the King and the Ace. Sometimes the hand that we hold looks like this to us, to Spirit, but it doesn't look like that to anyone else. When Spirit says play the cards that you've been dealt, these are the cards that you've been dealt. It's an ending of something. Walk through the door. You, the King and Queen together, and you get all aces. I wish I could think of that song that I was thinking. That's really frustrating. I'll hear the reading and I'll be like, ah! Okay, so it's finally cooled down in here and I'm actually comfortable and I'm all happy because it's been so bloody hot. It's been ridiculous. My girlfriend, one of my clients actually, and she's a friend now, I've worked with her for so long. She lives in Mammoth and June Lake area, and she posts some pictures on Instagram. I'm on her Instagram, and oh my God, tonight I posted also a little video, and I saw another angel in the sky, and I said, look, there she is. She's telling us, let's go there. And I pointed, but look at this. Let's see if I can find Missy on here. There we go. Look at this. And I thought, yeah, take me there, baby. This is California. Look at that. Everything I want. And it's in California. They get snow. Lots of snow. It's small town living. It's peaceful. God, it's gorgeous, isn't it? Oh, it's a wedding they went to. How fun. Look, that's where she lives. And all around the area. I probably shouldn't be showing all her family pictures, but look at that. She takes the most beautiful pictures. That's her dog. He's 16. And she makes this special, that's Missy. And she's always on a horse. Isn't that cool? Oh my God. She makes this paste that she puts in his food. Natural, holistic. And she says, I swear to God, that's why he's lived so long. He's so healthy. Look at her wolf dog that goes with her everywhere. Cody. His name is Cody. But isn't that's Mono Lake? I mean, look how beautiful. We used to go skiing in Mammoth all the time. So it's got everything that I want, and it's in California. I mean, check this out. Hold on. Some of these aren't the best pictures, but look at that. Skiing in Mammoth is a blast. Woohoo! I want to show you some others. This is what I want. Right, universe? So I'm showing the universe. Let's go back here. Look at that. So beautiful. Look at that. I mean, I could do with more trees. Like, that's better. Okay, let's get up more into the trees. Right when I say that, she shows me the trees. Yeah, I need to be more in the trees. But there's like a different terrain all over the place, you know? Love it. There's somebody outside screaming. Like screaming. I don't know who is out there. A child. I'm thinking, okay, it's dark. And you're out there screaming at the top of your lungs. What the hell? Okay. So, I wonder if it's Lily. My cat. No, she's laying down for the first time in the history of man. Not complaining. My goodness. Okay, I guess it's the one on top. You know how I always drop the cards, right? And I take the one that's remaining on the bottom? The whole deck just drops, so that person gets all of the card right at the top. What other deck? Let's work with Archangel Michael. Since he's represented on our table, we'll work with him. And, okay. Hold on. Whoop. I'm trying to put these down so I don't see them. Okay. Michael, Shapeshifters. I like that. Michael's going to shape-shift things around for us. That's what's going on. Because he can do that. We have to never be concerned about the way things look when we're told not to worry, because Spirit has 0 blocks. There's nothing that they can't do. So right now I'm asking for help with Liger. Liger came out. I went to lay down for a little bit of a nap. I didn't really get a nap, but Liger came up and laid with me, which is really nice. He hasn't been for a long time, And so I started to massage his little body, and I've discovered he's got little scabs all over his body, even all the way down his tail. It's so sad, this allergy that's just bothered him, and I'm doing all the right things. So I'm asking for it to be sped up, and I know it has a lot to do with the heat. It's just really hard. It's like me. I can't freaking handle the heat either. So I'm asking for help with him, please, that he doesn't have to suffer. I don't want to fill him full of chemicals, I'm doing all the holistic things. Woo! These cards just flew everywhere. So does that mean we're not supposed to use these cards? No? Okay, we are supposed to use them. All right. These ones are always so difficult for me. The little special messages. God, because I want so badly for them to be mixed up, and it seems like we get the same freaking cards all the time, and I don't want that to happen. I'm sure everybody else is, kind of wanting something a little bit different too. It's funny for somebody who doesn't really like a lot of change. I want a change. I'm ready for a change, So I'm tired of the same old thing. It's time for change. It's time for an adventure. Apparently I'm moving. All right. Correct for neutrality. It would be easier if I could shuffle these, and they're almost impossible to shuffle. I don't know who that kid is out there screaming. I'm not good with kids screaming. My kids are raised, Oh. And then my daughter had 1 child, and he's like the perfect child. He makes no noise at all. Never did. All right, we'll take that one. All right, one. Did you see it go flying right across the desk? It's like, me. Choose me. Choose me. Okay. Also, I just got a thought. It's probably good that I'm doing the reading tonight. I haven't had any dreams. Although I'm about to tell that kid outside to shut up. Like, stop screaming, you're annoying me. Oh. Okay. Actually, that's probably another reason we're doing it tonight too, right? Because it's annoying. Stop screaming. Let's keep it friendly. Let's keep it happy. So we'll do it now. All right, here we go. Now, who did you choose? Let me move my chia water out of the way. Who did you choose? Have you made your decisions? Is it Michael, Bastet, Anubis, Uriel? You know what I'm going to choose? I'm going to choose me, and I'm going to choose Uriel because I want an answer. Although Michael's the one that's working with us tonight, I suppose I should have chosen him. I am standing by him. So I want his answer, and he needs to light his way up. So we'll just do it this way. That. And you guys, pick who you want. If you want to do zodiac signs, fire, earth, water, air. That's so funny. That's really funny. Fire, and I chose Michael. And I said earth, and I am not earth. So Bastet, the cat goddess, earth. So that earth is earthy qualities, I guess, right? And this is water, and this is air, light. Look at his wings, if that's what you want. All right, we're gonna go 13 minutes. 14 minutes. It just flicked to 14 minutes. So we're gonna go with Michael, and I guess I am gonna move him over there. I have to be careful. These are very special to me. There you go. How cool is that? That he's actually going to be... Oh, I like this. I like this a lot. We're going to keep all my crystals. I got to move the fan is blowing right at me. So, I'm going to put it down so it doesn't blow the cards across the house. And then we're going to pull over our... Oh, it's still doing it, though. Oh, I also had to, sorry you guys that I missed one of the cards in today's, like the little special message. I added it in the notes. If you pay attention to the notes afterwards, you'll see. You didn't lose your message. All right, so we're going to start with Archangel Michael. Write about your thoughts and feelings. Okay? So you need to express yourself. If you're not able to express yourself to someone, write out what you're feeling. Also, for me, I'm working on a deck. So I need to write out, that's what I could be doing, spending some time doing that. Also, this is good for intentions. If you just allow yourself to start writing, also, that is for automatic writing, right? Have you ever tried that? Just automatic writing. You put your pen to the paper and then you just allow your higher self to tell you what it needs to say. That's really cool. I want to cultivate that quality, that gift. I can cultivate that gift. I think that's the next gift I really want to work with. So there's those. Also, an intention. You write down intentions. When you have an intention in your mind, that's one thing that's powerful. When you write it, that's an action, even more power. And then you look at it, that's even more powerful. Write it, think about it, write it, look at it, and say it out loud. 4 times it's emphasized. So it gives a lot of, and I'm getting double emphasis on it again. So a lot of information in this particular message that we need to pay attention to. So I think what it is you're looking for insight. So you're confused about something. You might have, you're conflicted about which decision to make or which choice. Maybe you've got too many options in front of you. So write down lists. Write down the pros and the cons. Right? Write it down. When you look at it, when you see it in front of you, you might look at it and go, yeah, no, that's not good, right? But think about it. Don't edit yourself. Don't put yourself on, don't be afraid of what you want to say. Also, if you're angry, really good thing to do. Write it all out. Write down a scathing letter to whoever you feel all this about, and then burn it. Because you've said it, but then you don't want to hold that energy. You want to burn it. You don't have to always say what you're feeling, right? Sometimes you need to get it out without saying it. Because I was talking to my friend tonight, and she was saying how somebody made a comment, and she was just being honest. She was speaking her truth, but she said it hurt my feelings. And I get that. I know my twin is very sensitive, and I can be very blunt. Now, he can be very blunt too, but perhaps sometimes we're not able to hear what somebody says because it hurts our feelings. I said to her, well, maybe you need to look at why it hurt your feelings, right? There's a reason. Sometimes love hurts. Sometimes it doesn't feel good. So, but that was also a message to me. The first message that came to me was, temper it, right? Keep it softer. And then I thought about myself and she says, well, I'm a tough cookie, but inside I'm just really soft. And I said, that's me. See, that's me. I look like I'm tough on the outside, but I'm actually quite sensitive. I'm very sensitive. And I shared a post. And it was like a little video, and it was really touching. It was, it makes you, it's these little toddlers, like 3-year-olds, and they were arguing about the rain. My dad says that it's raining. Well, my mom says it's sprinkling. Well, it's not, it's raining. No, it isn't, it's sprinkling. Well, in all reality, it was doing both. It was sprinkling, and that was still rain, right? It's just the way you looked at it. But one person's mother said it was this, and the other person's father said it was that. Okay, it's the same thing, but you're looking at it differently. However, it was a heated argument. Look at this. These are the little ones. For the most heated argument of 2018, Mama said it's raining. It's sprinkling outside. But these ones ganged up on this one. These twins, they ganged up on that little, no, it's not. Yes, it is. No. And look what he says, you're pretty. And then this one says, you're not real. And then she went and touched him. Look at his little face. And then they're like, you're okay. And he says, you poked my heart. If you heard his little voice, you poked my heart. So sad. And I thought, they were picking on him and they ganged up on him. And sometimes it feels like that, it's like, that's just one more thing, Thanks, Sherry. I know you love me, but my family just kicked my ass, and now I got it from you. I don't need that from you. I need you to love me. I need you to hold me. I need you to hug me. You poked my heart, right? And that's been done to me. You poked my heart, and it really hurt. And sometimes people don't realize when we poke another's heart. So write down what you're feeling. Pay attention to what you're getting. And when you are doing things like this, you're thinking about different things, right? So different things come to mind. It might make you think about yourself. Wow, I've done that, right? I understand how that feels. So also, if you're trying to, so you can say what you want on paper, and you don't have to edit it. You can tell them to go fuck themselves. Even if you love them. I have said, look, I don't like you right now. I love you, but I'm not liking you right now. So let me have my space, you know? Or you can ask yourself, does this really need to be said? You know? Maybe I should just write it down and burn it. And that way you don't have to censor it. You can say everything you want, get it out. And also another message is, you know what? Maybe you're not good with your feelings. Maybe you're not good with expressing yourself openly. So write somebody a letter. Letters are awesome. When I was in Sedona, I sent my twin a letter. It wasn't a long one. It was in a card, but it was one of those special cards that my friend, the artist, makes, right? And I went outside into the hills, and I picked white sage, and I picked a crystal off the ground, like a Sedona, and then I picked a red rock, and I put everything together. I put my intentions in it, right, and then I sent it to him at his work. He said he got it, and and I sent him special incense. So sometimes, I mean, that's fun. People don't do that anymore, you know? People are so, everything's in such like fast forward speed, you know, that it's like a text or it's an email. But a letter would be really neat, wouldn't it? So think about that. It's fun to get something in the mail. All we usually get in the mail are bills. It's fun to get something personal in the mail. So that's another thought, it's what I'm picking up. Write to somebody. And if you don't have their address, go ahead and email them or text them. But there is something that you're needing to express here, and Spirit is telling you that maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe writing is something that you are playing with. My friend is a writer. She writes. I'm writing my new deck, right? Maybe there's something creative about the way you write. Maybe you write poems. Maybe my aunt does. She writes poems, and she writes these little things called storals. They're stories with a moral, and she has submitted them to publishers, and they've been published. So maybe you have a gift that you need to submit. All right. Oh my gosh. Oops. 2 kittens. Here we go. We have the choice to make. I've already made my choice, so I don't understand why I'm getting this card. So you have to choose between 2 things. They could be 2 people. They could be 2 friends. They could be 2 jobs. They could be 2 locations. You may be wanting to adopt 2 animals, and you can only pick one. I'm not getting rid of one of my cats, so that's not even being discussed. That is not even in the realm of discussion at all. So, just telling you, it's not. I already talked to Spirit about this, and I'm not doing it. But check it out. Look at the number. 2 and 7, 9. How many times have we gotten the number 9? Oh my God. Get to work, light worker. It's time. Stop procrastinating. You've got everything you need to move forward. So you got to choose. Where do you want to be? Now I did just say, wow, that's so beautiful. That looks like California, and I like it there, right? But I was looking at Colorado too. And then I always think Colorado's so wild and so far away, you know? And then I was thinking Northern California too. And I always think about Sedona, Flagstaff. Well, where do you want to be? I don't know. Do I have to make a decision about that? I'll have to ask if that's what they're asking me. But it could be something like that. You've got 2 options in front of you about where you could, you know, where you could move. So where do you want to be? Well, at this moment, I don't have the options in front of me. I don't. Maybe I'm supposed to sit down and start writing lists about that. But right now, for you, there's something it's a close tie. Clearly, this one's holding on to both. Protective of both. And she's being asked to choose. And it's difficult. But what's going on is you're worrying. This is the part that came up for me. Remember I kept saying I have two twins. Well, I do. One's a false and one's a true, but two princes that kneel before me, and you have to make your choice, and I did. One of the things that you have to make the choice through, and what you're supposed to look at, is you're worried that one of the things that you leave behind, or one of the people you leave behind, or choosing groups of friendships or jobs or whatever it is, if it's a person, you're worrying that this one is not going to be, or a pet, that it's not going to be loved. It won't be taken care of. It won't be okay without you. But it will be. They will be. That's the reassurance that Spirit is telling you. Because you're feeling guilty right now. And Spirit says we can't make our choices based on guilt. Spirit wants us to make the right choice. And we can. We might feel like this is not fair. This is impossible. Right? It's impossible. But it isn't. We have to choose. And it's up to you, and it's up to me to make our choice. Because right now it's hurting. People are being hurt. If it's people that you're choosing between, they're being hurt. Somebody's being strung along. And it isn't okay. And right now one needs to be left because its rightful place is not with you. And the universe is going to guide you. They will. They'll show you what they feel. But you need to make a choice. And it's you that has to do this. And right now, passive-aggressive behavior is not acceptable. Remember, we got that yesterday. Time's up. You need to make your choice. Get clear, stay open, stay calm, and the decision will come to you. Mine did. I went back and forth, round and around, because I knew what I wanted, but I kept getting different messages. And then I got right down to it, and I thought, I don't care what the messages are saying. This is what my heart says. This is what my heart says. So no more compromising. We need to get clear. Because when we don't, the universe can't move forward. So we're stuck right now because clearly my twin's not making a choice between the two. So everyone's stuck. So is it a job? Is it people? Is it pets? Is it places to live? What is the choice? But you need to make it. You can't keep both. That's the thing. Whatever it is, you're walking down, like sitting on the fence is over. No more sitting on the fence. It's not allowed. Imagine, clearly visualize the life you want. Feel it in your heart and soul it will come to be. See, to me, I feel like it's places. I feel like it's places. Because I started thinking about that. All I know is I want water, trees, fresh air, cooler. I don't want it too cold. I don't want it too hot. I want it right in the middle. It's got to be right in the middle. So it gets really humid in Boulder Creek. Up by Santa Cruz. I don't like the humidity. It was hot. It wasn't any cooler there than it was here, so that's not going to work. It's got to be cooler. But I don't want freezing Wisconsin, right? So I have to visualize where would the perfect place be? Where's a happy medium? Maybe it's Mammoth. It's been coming up a lot lately. I don't know. So we visualize it, and then I keep getting Colorado. I mean, they're showing me Colorado left, right, and center constantly. But I keep thinking Utah too. So I don't know. For you, what do you want? What is it that you want? I know what I want. I want to be with the person I love in a climate that's wonderful, peaceful, outdoorsy, relaxed, good energy, where I can still do my spiritual work, where I'm connected to nature, where I'm not too far from visiting the ones that I love. That would be perfect. Where we're both happy, where my animals have room to go outside on their own, where it's safe. I like all of that. So visualize what you want and then allow the universe to guide and direct where that is. Forgive me. Oh, I'm sorry, I got very emotional. You're already forgiven. And then I say this too. How about we do this, you guys? That just hit me. Maybe you need to forgive me. So why don't we say this, all of us? Let's say the Ho'oponopono quote. It's a prayer. It's nice. Because it encapsulates everything. All right, so where is it? Oh, I got something different, sorry. All right, so what we do, we start with our own self. I'm sorry, right? It's easier when we start with ourselves. I'm sorry Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Isn't that beautiful? I love it. 30 minutes in, we go to Bastet, the cat goddess. Let's put Michael back safely. Okay. I love her. Okay. Alrighty then. You know what's interesting about Bastet? She's the goddess of warfare. So she's holding her sword. But she's also the goddess of cats. She's the goddess of the home, domesticity, women's secrets, fertility, childbirth. She protects the home from evil. She is also a guide along with Anubis, and she helps the ones into the afterlife. I just had to give you a little education on her. Okay. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I don't like seeing them ahead of time. A favorable outcome. Yay! Yay! What you've asked, oh, look at it. What I noticed right away is the balancing of scales. And look how bright that is. Oh! Thank you for the beautiful outcome to this situation, which is perfect and fair for everyone involved. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for helping me trust and have faith. We should probably actually look at the first message the prayer. I didn't actually tell you the prayer of the first one. Thank you for helping me tap into my God-given creativity and wisdom so I clearly express myself and glean insight, blessings, and healing. So yes, you are meant to express yourself. Okay, so here, whatever it is that we've been worried about, we've got a good outcome. It's going to be a good outcome, which is awesome. That's what we want. So he looks like, what's interesting is he doesn't look like Archangel Michael to me. He looks more like Archangel Metatron. So I guess just because Michael's telling us this, unless he's just appearing this way to us, balancing the scales, but he looks like Metatron. That's how I have always seen Metatron. That's how he's come to me. So I find that really intriguing. I like the idea of the scales of justice being balanced, because there have been things that have been very unjust. Very, very unjust. And to know that things are going to be balanced is a very, it helps us relax, you know? It helps take some of the sadness away. So whatever it is that's been stressing us out or worrying us, it's going to have a good outcome, and it's going to have justice. The scales of balance. It will be fair. And everyone's going to be happy with the outcome. So I like that. Thank you very much. Because this is definitely what I chose. Right? I'm happy about that. Thank you. And what's interesting is that Spirit has a way of doing things. Remember I said in the beginning, there's nothing beyond our control. I mean, beyond our control. There's nothing beyond Spirits. Or maybe I didn't tell you guys. Maybe it was the reading that I did earlier. I did a private reading. There's nothing that is a block for Spirit. Nothing. They can look at a situation and you can't see a way out, and they just laugh. They're like, don't worry about it. You just let us take care of it. You just chill out, relax, do what you are supposed to do, and let us take care of that, right? We'll give you the guidance that you're supposed to follow, and if you follow those steps, it's going to work out really, really well. So right now, Spirit says you may not see it, but they've already figured it out. And they want you to actually hand your worries over to Spirit. Let my Archangel Michael carry them. He can carry them all. If you're speaking, now, because I'm looking at the scales of justice, if you have been involved in some kind of a legal situation, it goes in your favor. So that's a pretty cool message for anybody out there that you're sweating blood over a legal situation, and you chose this card, because that is a clear message to you. It will be settled in your favor. Also, the next relationship that you enter is going to be a long term, and that's a truth, because this one for me is for the rest of my life. And the new relationship that you're getting, it's coming soon. And if you've been worried about work, don't worry about work. You're going to get the job that's good for you. Whatever money that you're freaking out about or stressed out about, you will have. Whatever we need, Spirit says you're going to get. But these are the specific messages, right? Let go, relax, trust in Spirit. They know what we need. Sometimes we think we need something else, but they know what we need. So the money that you need will come through. The healing, whatever the healing that needs to take place, it will happen. What needs to be healed will be healed. The relationship, it's not going to be a hit it and quit it. You can trust it. The jobs situation, it's going to be something that makes you happy. And actually, and whatever it is that you're worried about, everyone's going to be happy. That's what I like. If you're worrying, so I'm thinking about the two kittens, right? Because I chose these two together. Whatever it is that you choose, it's gonna be okay. Remember, you're worrying about, oh, what if one's mad or one's hurt and they're not gonna be cared for? It's gonna be fine. Everyone's gonna be fine. Like it. And this is hysterical, considering I picked both of these. I should have gone with the first two that I chose. I'm gonna pay attention to what those messages were. But this is hysterical because this is the same message about writing. Blue, you're sad. You need to write to somebody. You don't have anything on that paper. There's something about the full moon, you guys. I'm telling you, there's something about the full moon. Now, I wonder if you notice this. See the two ravens, magic and miracles? It always takes so long for me to realize that she's got magic right in front of her. She's got it right at her fingertips. She has what she needs. She holds the magic. It's assisting you right in front of you. You don't realize that. You've got what it takes. So don't be sad. Your eyes are full of tears. Allow your creative genius to flow. This is about my deck, I know. Don't be stumped. But see, this is for me. That's why when it's super hot, I can't even function. That's what I'm saying. You know, outside nature, I do much better. So that's why it's important for me to get in the right location so that I can allow my creative energy to flow. So for you right now, maybe you feel like you're at an artist block, you're at a stump. I don't know quite what to say. Remember, how do I handle this? What do I say? Remember I said before, you could send somebody a song. See how often I use songs in our readings? They have so much meaning. They can be so specific. I say to Spirit, I'd like to use a song. Let's see what they want to say to us right now.
Here's a workout was a hack from Molina Healthcare. Sports help kids build self-esteem and tons of life skills. And we're depending on you to guide us here.
Kids need build self-esteem and life skills. We're counting on you to bring this out. So they're talking about exercising.
Then post an action shot with hashtag Molina sweepstakes plus hashtag workout Wednesday.
Post an action shot. Post an action shot. Send a picture. A picture says 1,000 words, right? A picture says 1,000 words. Post a picture. You know, when I have to speak to my twin, I post something that I know he knows what it means. So sometimes maybe that's all you need to do. Post a picture. Send a picture. Send a picture of yourself, if you could. Oh, I would love that. I would love that. That would be awesome. Just to get just all of a sudden, your phone goes bing, and you look at it, and it's a picture of the person you love. Oh, that doesn't have to say anything. That's just like, great, thank you. It is for me. It is for me. So, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Just like when I love to read cards. I prefer to sit here and look at this deck, right? She's got a key around her neck. What does that key go to? Is that why she's sad? What does that key open? What needs to be opened? What is it that you need to open? Do you need to open up your heart? Do you need to open up somebody else's heart? Do you need to open up the lines of communication? That's why she's sad. The lines of communication need to be opened. Maybe you think I'm tough because I stand like this, but I'm actually very sensitive inside. I'm actually very blue as well. You're not the only one who's blue. I'm sad too. Geez, I'm rhyming a lot lately. So this goes along with the creative writing. You know, put your pen to paper and just see what comes out. Go out into nature, watch animals. The little video of the kids that I showed you. You poked my heart. You poked my heart. Maybe you need to explain something to someone. You poked my heart. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do that. I meant this. Maybe an explanation need. I asked a question when we started. Did you really marry her? Did you really get married? That's a big deal. That hurt me. That poked my heart. That hurt me really bad. It made me very sad. I would like to have an explanation. What comes to your mind when you look at this? I keep feeling like on the full moon that's coming, something big is going to happen. It's the eclipse. When the full moon comes out, there are secrets. Maybe there's a secret that needs to be told. You've been holding on to a secret and it's heavy. Maybe you're confused. Maybe Spirit's saying, pay attention to what your dreams are showing you. Pay attention to what your intuition is saying. Tap into that loving, intuitive energy. Did you see my phone just do that? It keeps doing that. It's awfully weird. It keeps flashing. So what else am I looking at behind there? The antiques. Keep going to old school. See the old brass? Brass. She's got a lapis or a sodalite cuff around her wrist. Yeah, she's definitely not calm. You know, you can look at it any way you want, but she's sad. I feel like she's sad because she would love to write, but she doesn't know where to send it. She would like to express herself, but she's unable to right now. So call on Spirit and ask Spirit, if I'm having a difficult time expressing myself, can you show me in my dreams? Can you give me a clue? My friend Erica, she's a writer. She has been given her books in her dreams. My dreams are movies. My dreams are movies. My dreams are literally like a movie. And often the times I've realized that the dreams that I watch are literally my twin playing a video game or watching a movie, or he's in the movie. Like, seriously. So right now, it's about pull your dreams into reality. Maybe take your dreams and turn them into a book. I said that for a long time. Whatever it is, there's something that the moon is focusing on. Something about the moon. I don't know. Something about the moon keeps talking to me. Do it now. Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition. See, there's the moon. For it is the guiding voice of your soul. Do it now. Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition. This is confusing to me because I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. Passion. Well, my passion is my work, right? Because you ask yourself, what is your passion? I know who my passion is, but I can't write because I don't know where to send it. I could post something. Passion in my work, I could do that for you. What is your passion? Where is your passion? What are you passionate about? Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Listen to your intuition. It's guiding you. It's the guiding voice of your soul. Do it now. Wow. At 43 minutes, we go to Anubis, standing on the hearts. Sorry. He needs to be not quite so stern. Doesn't show a lot of expression. He likes to play poker face. See? Okay. He needs to express himself. I think we got the cards mixed up. All right, Michael, what do we have to say? Forgive yourself. You've done nothing wrong. So you're holding on to unforgiveness, and it's about you. And that keeps you stuck. You've done nothing wrong. And you may say, yes, but you've done nothing wrong. So let go of the self-blame. Forgive yourself so you can move forward. If there's any anger towards anybody else, you also need to release that, because it's toxic and it makes you sick. So oftentimes we think we have done something wrong, and then we realize that, wow, do you know what? That happened because of a third party situation. You have not done it. You've not done what you think you have done. I already know that. I watched something in my dreams, and I know that he believes that he did something and he didn't, because I watched him. So right now it's guilt. There's guilt interfering with your life. It's stopping you from being happy. You're blaming yourself for something, or maybe you did something in the past, but you need to let it go. It's time to let it go. It's enough. It's like penance is one thing, but to continually self-blame is incredibly unhealthy. It's going nowhere. You turn yourself into a martyr or a victim of your own. So, but in the true sense, I mean, they're focusing on the fact that you didn't do what you think you did. They're telling you you didn't do anything wrong. You were doing the best that you could. You were coping. So maybe other messages in this are, you say a lot of mean things to yourself. You need to start being a little bit kinder. You definitely need to stop mulling over the past. And whoever it is that you're mad about, something about, or mad with, or the past, that has to go too. Send yourself healing, send the whole situation healing, ask for healing. Whenever I do my Reiki, or whenever I do my work with my twin or with others, even myself, I ask the Father to fill me with unconditional healing, loving energy. So recognize that whatever other people do, it's not your problem. That may be it. Somebody may be trying to make you feel guilty. But Spirit's saying, you've done nothing wrong. In the choices that you've made, you did nothing wrong. So stop blaming yourself. You can't control other people's reactions. You can't control other people's feelings. You cannot. Now, you might have been in a codependent relationship. It sounds like it, because that's their specialty, is to make you think that you're the one, you're the reason for this. This happened because of that. And if this didn't, you wouldn't, blah, blah, blah. It's the narcissist and the empath. And Spirit is trying to say to you, clearly, you've done nothing wrong, so stop. Stop. You don't have to go on that guilt trip. You don't have to go to that pity party. You definitely don't have to play the blame game. So let go of blaming yourself. Forgive yourself. Release any toxic energy towards yourself or the situation or anybody else. And thank Archangel Michael to bring peace back into your life. Let it go. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Frog Princess, heed wise counsel. When it rains, or when you see that frog, you'll know what you're supposed to do. There's going to be something that, at this time, I'm glad this wasn't for me. Because this message is basically saying they don't want you to listen to what your head is saying, because right now you're blaming yourself. They want you to trust what Spirit's telling you, and they want you to listen to wise counsel. Because the counsel that you're getting is not wise, or the way you're thinking is incorrect about something. You'll know when the frog shows up or when it rains. That's the sign. So it's also a message about, I don't really know what I'm supposed to do. You're that frog that's got to be kissed and turned back into a prince. But I don't know what to do. And right when I said that, Lily started to cry. So yes, I'm always right about who Lily is. Come in. She wears a female cat body, but she's she's actually a prince incognito. Okay, so that's a message to me. Okay, so right now, if you don't know the answer, you don't have to be embarrassed. You don't have to be ashamed. You don't have to hold on, I'm getting another message right now. I gotta think what they're trying to say to me. I'm getting something really off. Like, not off, but really different. sometimes we think we have the right answer, right? Sometimes we think we know. But Spirit's saying you don't. You don't. And you don't have to be embarrassed about that. But what's interesting is you might just have, and I know what this means, you have an undercover advisor. You're getting information from someone and it's guiding you, and you don't have to feel bad about that. That's actually really smart. This is a spiritual advisor. This isn't somebody that you go to a store. They don't have special robes. This is interesting. Right now, they want you to this is just a really interesting reading, because they don't want you to listen to what your intuition is telling you about this right now, whatever this is. Because you think you know something, but you're not right. And you're getting guidance. And the problem is, there are people that have been giving you guidance that have been manipulating. They have given you bad guidance. It's not coming from where you think. So this is why right now you have to be careful. You have been misinformed. And these ones that you're accepting guidance from them, they're telling you what they think is best for you. They have a hidden agenda. And they're not being honest about what it is that they truthfully want. And you are believing them. So right now, you need to pay attention to your hidden advisor. Your hidden advisor is a spiritual advisor, and they want you to pay attention to the color green and the rain. That shows you that the hidden advisor is with you. Right now, it's not the time to do what your heart or what your mind or another part of you or someone else is telling you to do. This is time to listen to somebody that has an established order of authority. It has to tell you. This is about, no matter how much people are trying to talk you into believing that what you're believing at this moment is the truth, right now they want you to be quiet. You have wise counsel around you. You want to listen to what others are saying, but you don't want to act. You need to talk it through with somebody that you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can trust. And if right now there are hidden agendas around you, so if you're feeling uncertain, don't speak to any of them. Because right now, you're missing something really, really important. You are not seeing it clearly. It doesn't matter what you think you know. There's more. Listen to wise counsel. No matter how intelligent, no matter how connected, it doesn't matter. Right now, you don't know what you think you know. It's wrong. They'll show you the color green and pay attention to the rain. You'll know. It sounds strange, but you'll know. Look at that. Protection, you're safe, don't fear. We are with you always and surround you with our invisible wings of light. I'm wondering if someone's telling you that you're not safe. That's not true. Maybe that's why you are keeping a poker face. You think that you're not safe. You think you've done something that you're going to be blamed for, but you're wrong. You haven't. You aren't to blame. They can't do anything to hurt you. You are protected. I've already gotten this message before. You are being held back because of something you believe that you have done. You didn't do it. I'm going to give you something that I got, and it's probably going to be very, very specific to just some person, but I'm going to tell you. There was a car accident, and someone was blamed. They think that it was their fault. It wasn't. It was a setup. It was a setup. There was a red car involved, and it was a setup. It was made to look like that so that you would take the blame. You didn't do it. I also spoke this earlier, and there is a message that somebody in the family set something up because they want to keep you afraid of moving forward. And if you have that fear, you won't leave, and they will have control of money or you or whatever the situation is. So you're not acting because you feel that you are not safe, but you are. It's a lie. No matter what you think you know, you're wrong. Remember the message before? You've done nothing wrong. You think you have, but you didn't. And here it is again. You think you know something, but you're wrong. They have a hidden agenda. They're keeping you captive because they feel that they're making you feel that you're not going to be safe, but you are safe. You're totally safe. This is intriguing to me. Friends at this time. You need true friends at this time. I need to ask for a song because I want to know what that means a little bit more deeply. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Rolling in the deep. Friends at this time. Rolling in the deep. Friends. Okay, this is what I'm getting. Do not listen to your friends at this time. Do not listen to your friends at this time. You need protection. Not from the friends. Not those friends. Don't fear, you are safe. But right now, remember, I was wondering what this was about, because that was the message that we got about no matter what you think you know, Spirit's telling you already, you've done nothing wrong. You think you have. I've watched things happen, and I know I watched what happened in many different instances, and there's a few things actually that you have been blamed for that I've watched that were not your blame. They were not for you. But right now, your friends at this time have a hidden agenda. That's what Spirit's showing me. Your friends have a hidden agenda. They're acting like they're doing this for your protection, but they're not. They're trying to control you. And you don't want to hear that, but that's the truth. You know what? Remember, listen to what people are saying, but pay more attention to what they're not saying. Think it over. Spend a little time to think over what's been said to you. Because right now, no matter what you think you know, there's more. And you do not know that. Now, for other people that are not involved in this particular situation, if you're asking about a relationship with somebody, it's friends at this time. Or you could be saying, I need a true friend at this time. I'm looking for friends at this time. Or, is anything going on between so and so? No, they're friends at this time. Okay? And you are safe. So at 58 minutes, we go to Archangel Uriel, who's going to illuminate even more for us. Okay. Make a commitment. Remember I kept saying today, I kept getting the word commitment. I kept hearing commitment. Commitment. And I heard committed. Committed. I also got another message. There's somebody that's not been well, and they had to be sent to a place. They were committed, and it wasn't wrong for that to have been done. They were out of control. They would have hurt themselves as well as others. So if that's something that you were concerned about, that you had done the wrong thing, you've done nothing wrong. That needed to happen. It could also be that somebody did that and you need to forgive them for that because what they did was wrong, because I watched that as well. So that just came up with commitment. Now make a commitment. Spirit wants you to make a commitment to what's important to you. And in order to do that, apparently you need help. Maybe you're nervous because this is asking for confidence and courage and strength Please allow me to commit myself to my life and my divine purpose. Please guide me clearly so I can fully open my heart to every experience. So right now you're keeping your heart closed. You're afraid to commit to something. You're nervous. You don't have the strength to commit to it, and you're needing for encouragement and help. Now, being that we're talking to Michael but standing in front of Uriel will light the path to show you what you need to know. All you need to do is ask. A lot of us forget that we need to ask Spirit for help. So there's a situation that you're concerned with. How do I improve this situation? Make a commitment. That's the first message. If you want this desired outcome, you need to make a commitment. You're holding back, or maybe you don't feel that you're worthy, or maybe you're nervous. But Spirit says if you commit to the situation, it actually causes movement. It'll bring things forward if you make a commitment. So commit to the relationship that you are desiring and bring intimacy into the relationship. That's what you need. You need to commit yourself to the project, your passion, whatever it is. If you're an artist, again, you need to commit yourself to it, put in the effort. It's also about having confidence. If you commit yourself fully to something, you've shown the universe, this is what I've chosen. Like me, I made my choice. So once you make your choice about something, the universe conspires to bring it towards you. You take one step towards Spirit, they take two towards you. Yeah! The Golden Phoenix. Oh, you know the song that I heard just before? It was the Phoenix. Phoenix. What is it called? The Legend of the Phoenix. And it always bothered me when I heard this, when I heard the song, because I thought, what are they talking about? They said it in weird order. They didn't say, because, okay, I'll read it to you. This is what comes forth. This is awesome. Like the legend of the Phoenix, all ends with beginnings. You're like, what? What it means is every new beginning comes from another new beginning's end. So this is interesting because this is something that you thought was finished. You really did. You thought this was done. We're toast. Whatever it was. And it suddenly burst back into life. Something that you felt you'd let go of, or that you thought wasn't going to work in your favor. What's interesting to me is she's already got it in her hand. And she looks so nervous and worried. It's like she doesn't realize that the Phoenix is right there. You thought it was over, but it's not. It's about to burst back to life. And this is what this message said. Make a commitment to the relationship that you want, to bring it to life. Make a commitment to the project, and it will burst back to life. All you need to do is make the commitment. Something you thought was dead suddenly burst back to life. Spirit doesn't want you to let go of your dreams. Somebody else may have told you that it was over. So this is about something happened. You pulled away. You pulled back. You retreated, right? You went through something possibly awful. I'm going through a lot at the moment, right? Wow, that's heavy. I'm going through a lot at the moment. So you pulled away. Whatever it is that you needed to deal with, you retreated, you healed yourself, you recovered from it. And now you're bursting back to life. And someone, or I don't know what it is for you that you thought was dead in the past, it felt like you couldn't revive, it suddenly burst back into full flames. So this is the resurrection. That's what I love. I was told this. You're going to have the falling tower. It's going to feel awful. It's going to be the worst thing in the world. You won't have thought of anything more horrible to happen. And then all of us, after just a little bit, when you've given yourself a little bit of time to heal, everything changes and something amazing is there. And that's what this is. It's because the death, right? The death, you've got to go through the death. It's awful. And then the rebirth was difficult, really difficult, right? To get yourself back up on your feet again, where you're like breathing again. Remember Merlin's house? His house got torn apart last night. But look. Mommy went through the house and rearranged things for him. It's okay, baby boy. Hi. Hi. So everybody your house now. So I rearranged his house. And you know what was interesting? I brought some color up front. He needed more life in here. He needed something to be more cheerful, right? I rearranged that. And you know, I rearranged the shelves because he likes to go around, right? He likes to go around the tank. Let me zoom back out. He likes to kind of go around, and the shelves were in the way. And I'm thinking to myself, maybe that's why he got that little scrape on his lip, because he bumped into something. Because he doesn't have very good eyesight. Dragonfish don't have very good eyesight. They go more by sensory, right? So I rearranged his tank. I cleaned it again. There's one of his zebra snails. They've been working really hard cleaning up in there. And I added more salt to the aquarium. And I took a giant rock out. And I bet you can't even tell the difference. I looked at it and I thought, wow, I removed a huge boulder. Isn't that interesting? Something that was causing a blockage for him was removed. And you don't even miss it. And you know what's interesting? You know what the shape it was? It was in the shape of a heart. But there was a dark spot in it. That was an old love. Or something painful that affected the heart. It was a stone heart. It was a cold stone heart that was removed from his environment. And now it's all smooth, it's all clean, it's easy for him to maneuver. I removed something from his past. It was a stumbling block for him. And it had to do with the heart. It might have been an old pain, it might have been an old situation. Look how cool he is. Isn't he cool? He's so bitchin'. Freaking love him. Not to mention, I wanted the crystals to be visible. These are really, really cool colored stones. And this quartz crystal, this was from up in Boulder Creek. And then look at the granite in there. I wanted the stones to be showing off, right? For him. Look at the color in the crystals. These are all really, and this was a heart. See the heart? I thought you need to see. The hearts need to be visible, right? And life and color and happiness. It works out much better. So it looked as though, you know, it was really sad. I told you I woke up this morning and I felt sadness because Merlin's house had been torn apart. But sometimes things have to be said. Some things have to be taken apart so that they can be put back together better. And that's what's going on here. Something fell apart. Something you thought was over. It was taken apart. It had to be put back in a different order. It had to be put back better. So right now, this is a rebirth, a chance to create something beautiful. Together with someone. This is a dream that you gave up on way too soon. And they're talking about passion. Look at the color of that phoenix, and it's in her hair. Passion, fire. They're talking about desire, your will to move forward, your life force, moving in an intelligent direction, everything that's on the agenda. This agenda is a good agenda. This is your agenda. This is your soul's agenda. This isn't other people's agenda that they're lying to you, manipulating you and keeping you down and making you feel bad, like you've done something wrong. This is amping up your life in a positive way. This is getting your body back into shape. This is about your fitness regime's going to be better. This is about you getting stronger, fitter, leaner, meaner, faster, right? You're going to get better. I told you, I'm 50 years old and I can freaking get my body in shape. It's already getting into shape. We don't have to have the perfect body, but we are getting better. If you have been physically unwell, you are getting better. You're getting reshaped. And if you follow Spirit's advice, you're going to bring harmony into your life. And you're going to feel comfortable. And you're going to feel good working with the ones that are supporting you. This is all about taking care of the food that you eat, the proper rest, obviously the proper people, right? Make your home comfortable. Make it reflect who you are. Make it work for you. Remove what doesn't work. I got that big rock out of his tank. It didn't work, right? Things weren't flowing in there. He needed life. He needed to have color brought back, happiness. Did you see that little Nemo? Nemo was found. Finding Nemo. He got found. He found himself. Aw, see? Shyness is a factor. I know. Shyness is a factor. It's like Merlin. He's shy. He's shy. Oops. Shyness is a factor. Do not lose faith. The storm clouds will soon clear and the sun will shine once more. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. Make a commitment. It's not over. It's bursting back to life and it's going to be beautiful. Don't be shy. Have faith. This is awesome. Freaking love it. At 1 hour and 10 minutes in, we are at a wrap. I love it. So let's put it all together. Imagine, clearly visualize it. You're already feeling it. Visualize it so that it comes into life. The commitment you're supposed to make, do it now. Don't put it off any longer. Have courage. Your soul is guiding you. And don't worry, you are totally safe. You are safe. If you need to ask someone to forgive you, ask. If you wonder if you will be forgiven, yes. Allow your passion to move you. Go after what you're passionate about. Find yourself some decent friends at this time. And right now, don't trust the friends that are got the hidden agenda. You know who they are. They're probably the one that you are worrying about letting go of. Make the right choice. Express yourself. Don't be sad. That key opens something special. Pay attention to your intuition and your dreams tonight and recognize you've got magic right in front of you. You'll make this one very happy if you write. Remember, listen to the counsel outside of yourself. This is the counsel you need to listen to. What we're saying tonight, this you can trust. This is your hidden advisor. Don't trust the ones with the agenda. Express yourself. Know that there's going to be a favorable outcome. Let go of unforgiveness. Anything for you, for others, for the situation. Let it go, let it go, let it go. I am balance. Interesting, that just popped out. All right, you guys, that's it. I love you. I'm going to upload this. I'm going to put it out tonight. Look at the blue. Do you see that? Hold on a second. I want to see if that comes back. Look at the blue. Sparkles in there. Like little diamonds. Another song came up. I can't think of what it is right now. I'm bummed. I'm going to put it in the comments of this because there was another song that came to mind as soon as I asked my question. Remember, call on Spirit to light your way. If you're confused by something, recognize that when our Father says that you need to bow down, it's not so that you're whipped or beaten. It's just so that you can be knighted. Be respectful of your Father, and He is respectful of you. Recognize, look at the protection that you have. These are imagine these as your team, because that is your team. I love it. Love it.